Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations, and as you can see, I have a mess. When do I not? I have this huge desk, but before I can even get finished with the project, I'm like down to this much. But it's got to go somewhere. It can't sit on my desk anymore. And I don't know if a lot of you have the same problem I do, but we got to have more room to work. Now what I usually do, the bits and pieces of lace and ribbons and materials, I put in what I call my pull-me box. It's just a little plastic box. It's got a little latch on it, it opens up. And these are like the odds and sods, the pieces and stuff that I don't have enough that I put back into my regular storage. And what my regular lace and material storage is one of those 3-drawer things that I got at Walmart, and the drawers are probably about this wide and maybe twice as long. And I limit it to only one of those units with the 3 drawers, because if I do more, then I've got to find a place to put it. So all of this has got to go in here. But as you can see, when I start pulling, you know, it's like, how do I find out what I've got? Well, it's time to organize. So I'm just going to pull everything out. Oh, I got a flower. There's a strip of lace. Set that aside. Alright, bits and like little strips of lace. I'm simply going to, now see, here's one that's already folded. And what I've done is, this is just a hair clip. Got it at the dollar store, a bunch of them. I roll it up and I clip it there. And that will hold that, because, you know, sometimes they get out of hand. We have to have a way to corral them, keep them in place. Put all these little flowers. And it doesn't take but, you know, just a moment or two. This one's so short, I'm not going to bother clipping it. Oh, this is a fun piece. See, it already wound up at one point, and it does have some stretch to it. Oh, I like that. That would look fantastic on the bottom of a page or card, or even on the edge sticking out of a journal. And, oh my goodness. I'm just going to sit here and roll these up right quick. It only takes a moment or two. And if you come across something like this in your craft room, take a moment to stop and put things right. And then when you come back, well, I'll tangle that. You know, it's easier to find what you're looking for. Plus, by taking the time to stop and set things in somewhat of an order, then you have a better perspective on what you have. This is fun because you can cut this and use just the medallions on here. Just wrap it around, stick it in there. I love using this trim. And I think I've got it. This is off-white. I think I've got a white in here too. Yeah, there's the white. But if you've got where you've got like 2 laces meeting, or a fabric and a lace meeting, like on the cover of your journal, that is great to put like in the middle. And I don't just stick to white and off-white. It's whatever. Now see, here's a bit of ribbon. I'm going to set this aside because I can use that in a tag. So that's not really, you know, go in here. I don't know where I got this piece from, but I haven't found anything yet to use it on. And it's just a small piece, which is why it's in here. Here's another ribbon. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. But there's not really enough to do much with, so put it in here. Now this was from a shirt, but there's so many different pieces you can use. You can use the center applique, you can make snippets out of it. I even have just some black lace. I mean, the design on that is gorgeous. But with little pieces like this, they've got to be used. Now there's a square. I know I had several of them. I think I got these from Amy. I bought one of her market kits. This is fun to use, especially on snippets or as the background of your decorations on a journal. I've only got a little bit left, so that goes in here. This was from Christmas ribbon. Stick that over there. This is also from the Christmas ribbon. Y'all have seen me take those apart before. Now this is the gathered lace, and that piece that's on the top, that's what that is. This, when it's really soft like this, it is great for using with tags. But it puts a lot of bulk in your journal, which is another reason why I take them off. And then I've got the option of, as I glue it down, leaving the gathers, because they're pretty much set. Or, you know, laying it flat. This is a good border trim. And see, there's not really a whole lot here, but there's enough for cards and snippets. And so this is what this is doing, is giving me an idea of what I have here in my box. See, was that no, this is something totally different. And you can buy these, like this one here, and the one I just put in here, on rolls. I think I actually got these at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. Buy them by a whole roll at a time. Set that aside. This one was rolled up at one time. But when you use things, they come unrolled. You pull them out, they come unrolled. Now these that I am not clipping are basically going to stay together on their own. So I'm not really worried too much, because probably in another week or so I'll sit here with my cup of coffee and do this all over again. But it's okay. Now I'm wondering whether to leave this in here or to use it as for tags, because I don't do much with the variegated one. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this over here for tags. Now, at one time I was cutting out the little bobbins and putting them on here, you know, securing them with a safety pin. But they take up so much room in here, and there's really not that much left on here. So I'm going to set that aside and just roll this one up. Now this one, you know, you can cut those into each individual section if you're doing snippets. Goes, you can put it across the bottom of your journal, bottom of a card. And these little pieces of lace you see me setting aside, those I'll use in snippets. I love this. I think I used this on my granddaughter's junk journal. She's interested in doing her first one, so I made her the base to it. Then now all she has to do is go in for each page. And then maybe if she comes to stay with us during the summer, I'll teach her how to make her own from scratch. So, I'm rolling these up. Now, another thing I use to hold them are hair clips. And again, you can get these at the dollar store. They clip on, and these are clipped because they're not going to stay together. You know, they're not going to stay rounded up. There's another one that's a Christmas ribbon. But it is so pretty, and you can use it, you know, on anything. This was actually a pillowcase. I found it in one of the charity shops, and I used this on the cover of her journal. It's another piece from a shirt, but it's big enough for, you know, for snippets, for cards. I just stick those in there. Let me fold that over so that it'll stay down there. Just a small piece of grosgrain ribbon. Again, those are set those aside for snippets. I think I'll use this for snippets too, so I'll set that over there. Ah, here's some more of this. Just wind that up. Stick that in our box over there where the other ones are. This one, believe it or not, this particular one I got at the Dollar Tree. So it's different places where you can find ribbons and stuff. This again was Christmas ribbon, but it can be used anytime. There's some more ribbon, and you know, it's clipped on because it doesn't want to stay together. Then when you get some with the wire on the edges, that one will stay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Have any? Yeah, there's one. And I've used, again, a hair clip on that. Do we have anything? Okay, there's one. There's one of the square ones. There's that. Oh, we found another flower. I think those were down there. Then I have this. Now this was cut from an old lace shirt that had some beading on it. And I'm not sure if you can see where the little pearls are on this, but I want to separate the part that where the pearls are from the rest. And I think what I will do is just come along here and snip this across here. That way everything on one side has the pearls. Alright, that gives me a piece of lace that I can use. So that'll go down there. And then I have this that has the pearls here and there. So that will more likely be snippets. But because there's so much of it, I may use it somewhere else, so I'll put that in there. Then I have a piece of ribbon here, but what I want to do is I'm just taking out the wire. One, you don't want to use your scissors if you've got wire in there, unless it's an old pair of scissors, because that will dull your scissors terribly. I know I had to get like 4 pairs sharpened by the end of the year. Alright, that I may find something for there. Okay, so this is my odds and sods box. And then this is for snippets or tags or whatever. So I've got a nice little assortment here. These squares, these are awesome because you can take these and simply come in with your stamp and stamp on them and use those in your journal too. So all my little bits and pieces here. Get hold of them all. So this is going for, I'm going to put what I'm going to use. This is where I keep my seam binding that I've colored. I'll put these here in the front because this is what these will get used as. And this is the box that I'm currently pulling from. So that'll be good. And then I've got a strip here that can be used as seam binding. There's a ribbon. These are, let's see, I could even use that on a tag. There goes another one like it. So then I've got left That one can go in there. Now I've got left with my snippet material. Oh, that one can be used as a tag. And then for my snippets, I do have a drawer over here that holds all of those. And we're done. Just that quick, just a few minutes. And even though it's not perfect, when you saw me put it in, I put it into where I can look on top or bottom of the box here, and I can see basically what's in here, where things are at. So I can easily reach in and pull it, and it's not a jumbled mess anymore. It only took a few minutes. So take a few minutes, straighten out something that you've got being messy. It will shorten your creative finding time. Because, I mean, how long does it take us to look for something? And it's easy to put your hands on, and you can continue with your wonderful craftiness and making all these beautiful things that you make. If you like what I shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Have a great day.